just look at the person behind or around you, you'd find out that almost half the male audience in this hall right now is putting on an office shirt. And even as students, we have had classes where if you don't have an office shirt on as a male student, you get chased out of the class or you are not allowed in. Am I right? Of course I am. Yes. So where does the shirt plug fall into all this? Well, we are the shirt plug. Yeah, we are the shirt plug. We sell customized office shirts to male students and young professionals, right? So we are the shirt plug. We take your office shirts that are boring and generic office shirts to look more stylish and fashionable, right? So we, in simpler words, we take your office shirts that look like this to look like this, right? And you can see that with what I'm wearing right here. So what problem do we try to solve? So we at the Shirt Plug try to solve a problem on, we have noticed that young male students and young male professionals in different fields often struggle to find quality office shirts, and they struggle to find quality office shirts that reflect their unique style. And the current market for office shirts at the moment lack customization features, and this in turn leaves customers with limited and less stylish designs. How are we solving this problem? Well, at the Shirt Plug, we are solving this problem by providing a wide range of customizable office shirts for men, and our customers can now choose from a variety of shirt styles, collar styles, sleeve styles, and graphic elements to spice up their shirts. And you have to still bear in mind that the Shirt Plug does not just cater to students. We also cater to young professionals in different fields. So these fields can vary from tech to the corporate space. So yes, now we don't have much time. So here's a projection of our journey map indicating where we are and where we are going. The Shirt Plug is currently in a startup phase, and we are hoping to build our brand by 12.6% in the next 8 months. How do we do that? We are going to be doing that by purchasing major equipment like heat press machine and generator sets, which right now are the major firepower in our business. Okay, so if you are wondering, how do I shop with the Shirt Plug, or how do I get an outfit just like this? Well, it's just simple. First, you can go to our IG page, and our IG page will put up on the screen in a second. You can go to our IG page, check out our catalog, and you can text us with your specifications, make payments, and that's it. Your shirt will be on its way to you in just 4 days. All right, so that's our IG page. You can check us out on IG at the_shirts_plug. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, judges. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, our judges. Good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Okay, I am Gift Onyinyechi Sunday, and I am a fashion designer. You can see it on my outfits. Yeah. So this is my business, G Royal Culture. Yeah, G Royal Culture. I am the founder and the creative designer at G Royal Culture, a bespoke and a ready-to-wear fashion brand. Yeah. So our story. While I was a little girl, my mom had always preferred to put on clothing that were tailor-made for me. Yes, bespoke clothing. When I say bespoke clothing, they are clothing that were basically made for you. Yes. So I've always loved putting on clothing that were made for me. So my mom got me registered in a fashion designing training for a fashion designing training, and there I learned how to. I started making clothes for myself, and then I found out that there are a lot of persons out there who are like me and would love to put on clothing that were basically made for them. So I decided, and I know there are a lot of us here in the crowd too who are like that. Yeah. And so at that's where G Royal culture comes up. At G Royal culture, we make we believe that fashion is a powerful means for self-expression and personal empowerment. Yeah. Fashion is not all about your clothing, it's not all about what you put on. It speaks of who you are. It expresses yourself. Yeah, so at G Royal Coach, our customers are young professional male and female between the ages 20 to 55 years who with moderate to high income, who are conscious, fashion conscious, and also want to wear meaningful clothing like myself. Yeah. Okay, so next slide. Yes, we have our clients, and these are reviews from our clients. Yes, and we have a track record of delivering perfect and excellent, in fact, beyond their expectations. Yeah. So these are our competitors. We have a lot of competitors because it's a fashion designing business. Yeah, but one advantage we have over our competitors is that we combine art, yes, with apparel into one unique story. What do I mean? Like I said, I prefer putting on clothing that were made for me specifically, and so that's where G Royal culture comes in. We bring in what you want into that apparel and put it on you. Yeah. There. So no, please go back. Aside that, another competitive advantage we have is that most of our competitors, some of them make male wears only or female wears only, but at G Royal culture we make male and female wears. Yeah. So our marketing and sales strategy, our major marketing and sales strategy is customers engagement and loyalty, which is 70% what they want. Yes, so when we have this discussion, we put it down into an apparel and give it to them. After going for that event, we ensure they have referrals. We ensure we get referrals from them. How do we do this? By discounting their prices for the next clothing. So what we need, our financial projections, monthly we gain 50 to 55,000 naira as revenue aside the expenses, and these are what we need. We currently have just a local machine, an iron, and our monthly revenue. But what we need currently is an industrial sewing machine, an overlocking machine, industrial iron, and more for us to expand our team. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, distinguished audience, and good afternoon to our judges. My name is Caroline Dimka. I'm a law student, a student entrepreneur, and of course, a member of this innovative organization. I remember telling my mom during the strike to borrow me 20,000 naira. This woman was wondering what I wanted to use this money for. I was
minute left. Thank you so much. All right, up next will be E.B.L Glory, please.
Good everyone. My name is E.B.L Glory. I'm so delighted to be here. Thank you so much, JCIN, for this wonderful opportunity. I'm so honored of MENA Taste. Have you been considering for a suitable taste to suit your taste bud? Or have you been desiring to satisfy those cravings of yours? What do you snack on to delight your tummy? MENA Taste is here specially for you. MENA Taste, a pastry chef, is a baking brand. It's a baking brand known for its unique taste that suits one's taste buds and cravings. MENA Taste makes use of nourishable and mouth-watering recipes suitable for one's health. MENA Taste, a pastry chef, is committed to making nourishable and highly nutritious edibles that is baked out of so much love and care. Emphasis on love and care. We cherish our customers so much that we make sure that every of our action is being supported by love. MENA Taste make sure that the value, our clients get value from any other place, ranging from our unique taste to our packaging and also to our delivering techniques. MENA Taste is passionate and concerned about building a satisfied and happy customer. What's the mission of MENA Taste? The motto of MENA Taste, the taste that keeps you wanting more. The mission of MENA Taste is to provide its client with a satisfactory and wholesome confectionaries. Our customers' satisfaction is our utmost priority. I know you'll be wondering what the vision of MENA Taste is, right? The vision of MENA Taste is to expand the horizon of MENA Taste, to make it stand out, being number one in the baking industry. What are services? MENA Taste specialize in all kinds of cakes and pastries. Cakes ranging from birthday cakes, cupcakes, foil cakes, and also pastries which include sumptuous pies, meat pie, chicken pie, chin chin, donuts, and so on and so forth. Suitable for every kind of event, ranging from birthday parties, house parties, conferences, graduation parties, and so on and so forth. MENA Taste, our business objective, to create an atmosphere that is palatable for our customers, and also to provide quality services. And also we make sure we give prompt and quick services. MENA Taste discovered that in the baking industry there are some problems that we discovered, which was issues of not well baked delicacies, issue of delay, issue of lack of presentation and delivery. And this is where MENA Taste comes in. MENA Taste is here. MENA Taste is here to make instant made and well delicacies that fills the vacuum of an already made food. And we also provide quick and prompt services. Our marketing plan.
very much, Mena. Thank you very much. Mena Taste. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. All right, right about now, I'll be calling Alexander Burrow to take up the next item.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Alexander Burrow, and at this point,
Thank you very much, sir. Cost of running the business starts from the purchase of the cattle to the machineries that are needed. The long-term plan is actually to get a ranch, first of all, and also to get cold room facilities. But the short-term plan will be to get meats from standard slaughterhouses within Edo State. So say we can get a, just my slide, we can get a cow leg, which is called the cow hind limb, for about 70,000 naira and cut it, as I said, from a standard slaughterhouse because we are trying to solve the problem of unhygienic meat. So get it, cut it into kgs, then from there we sell. Okay, so our business, the standard slaughterhouses are not enough to cater for the locality. So our business is solving the problem, first of all, of unhygienic meat in a particular area, and also, as I said before, excellent customer services as well as online delivery services where customers can pre-order their meat. So say you want to cook a dish next week, you can order your meat now and say, okay, by next week when we kill a cow, we'll keep your meat for you. Thank you. No, sir. Yes, and on paper. Okay. Yes, I do. I do have a partner, but right now I'm working on my own. I had partners before, but they were not so serious, so I had to go. So I am soon to be. So I'm a soon to be animal scientist graduate.
sentence. All right. If I were to define my business in one sentence, it would be creating style out of the corporate world. Yes. Okay. Let me explain what it means. My brand, the Shirts Blog, what we do is, like I said before, we sell customized office shirts. I've always been a fashion enthusiast. Right? I've always loved fashion, and I also have always loved the corporate space. Right? And I kind of sat down and thought about a way that we can fuse these two things together. So, and what I thought about was the Shirt Blog, where yes. Thank you. No, my target audience at the moment is focused on students, because I am still a student. Yes, but we are also looking to focus on young professionals in different fields, for instance tech, and like I said, the corporate space too. So yes, my main target audience at the moment are students, but we are also looking to get young professionals and people in different fields of work to buy into this idea. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So my question is, can I get shirts and
Okay. Well, yes, you can. If you have a shirt and you wanted a customized graphic on it, you can reach out to the Shirt Blog too. Like I said, our brand name is the Shirts Blog, and we are trying to we have not really generalized, but yes, you can reach out to us if you have a shirt and you wanted to print out a graphic on it. You can reach out to the Shirts Blog. Okay, right now we are still in our startup phase, so we are relying solely on, well, the Shirt Blog is still very new. No, it's not an idea. Yes, we have started. We have a customer. So far we have sold over 50 shirts from we started the Shirt Blog in late 2022, right? Mid 2022, yes, mid 2022, June to be precise, June 2022, and since then, yes. All right. So since June 2022, we are fortunate enough to have sold 50 sets, 50 shirts, and we have set up base here in Benin, as our main customer base is from students in University of Benin. Like I mentioned before, I myself am also a student, so I
Okay, so Gift, how you doing? First off, you spoke about how your fashion to get women to have better self-esteem, right? And then you said that part of what makes you special is the fact that you have a special emphasis on customer service through direct communication with your customers. Okay? So that means you talk to all your customers. How do you plan to scale? So how do you plan to do it on a bigger scale? Okay. Who? Okay. 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 So wait, your seamstress will undergo training in what? No.
Refer to one of your comments that you engage clients yourself. So his concern is, how do you plan to grow? When you grow and then you have 2,000 customers, except you don't have plans to grow. If you have plans to grow and then you engage every client yourself, what's your plan? How do you intend to handle that? That's what he wants to know.
You are the one that kept mentioning bespoke, right? You kept on mentioning bespoke. So that made me ask myself, so if you go to an average tailor, do they sew a dress for someone else? You mentioned bespoke, right? Basically tailor-made for you, right? So if I go to an average fashion designer, do they sew a dress after measuring, maybe a dress or a shirt after measuring me? Right, you just do it for someone else. Good. So it means that that line should not be there, right? Good. Now, also I was asking, what differentiates you from the normal basic fashion designer? What differentiates you from an average fashion designer? Okay, so I think I speak for a lot of Nigerians when I say that the issues we have with tailors is basically in delivery, right? So how do you ensure that you would deliver to customers when they need it?
My own question is always, have you started?
Yes.
Okay. You sell primarily clothes, right? Okay, so to women. You sell women clothes, right? Male and female. Is there a reason why you're doing male and female at the same time? Do you have a male partner? Okay. Just answer the question. Is there a reason why you're doing male and female? Okay. How many have you sold so far? Sorry? Okay. It's a service. Okay. Feedback. If you're coming for a competition like this, the least you can do is know your numbers, right? Especially if you want to win. Those are the kind of things that judges look out for, right? If they're asking you what's your traction, it's pretty much traction so far. It's what tells us that, okay, this business is viable, even though the idea looks like something we've seen before. Okay, but this person has started this, they've done this in X number of months, it helps. When you come across as, oh, you don't know, it's not a good look. You understand, right? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Seasons. So, your business is what? What do you do in your business? Female. Use the microphone. Sell female wears. Okay, so what is your unique advantage to your competition?
Apparently, like I said earlier, I stay in the school hostel, and to be very honest, I've noticed how these things work. Most times, people that sell clothes like I do, either do not get it from the wholesalers, like the real wholesalers, and to this, they make it a bit much more expensive. But if you're getting directly from the host, yes.
Interesting stuff. So C-Zone, right? I see you do bags, jeans, ladies wear, and lots more. When I hear about C-Zone, what do you want me to remember you for?
Thank you, sir. So when you hear C-Zone, I want you to remember C-Zone is a fashion brand for much more affordable female wears.
To be very honest with you, I will not remember that. When you're starting out, I think just to save yourself stress, it is always important to have that one thing that people will be able to remember. When they remember C-Zone, they remember you. C-Zone can help you do X, Y, Z. As simple as that. You could start out with bags, and that's the point I was trying to make. You could start out with jeans, and then when that business becomes successful, you can then move into bags or ladies wear. But it's important that you start with one thing and you become a master at it. Then you can now move into other things. If not, you might be very scattered.
Okay, MENA taste. Okay.
I think my comment is not a question, it's to everyone. I don't know if I missed it or it's because you were all rushing. But if you're coming for a pitch, I think it's important that we even know how much you're looking for. I don't think, maybe the first person But I don't think if they asked me, how much do you need for your business? I don't have an idea. So if you're coming for a business pitch, it's important that we know that, oh, what I need is 1 million naira, 100,000 naira. That's what I'm looking for. And even if I don't get everything at once, if I get 100,000, this is how far I can go. And then I pause, or when more funds come in, we're able to scale. I don't know. So except you all didn't, because I know you were all rushing, except you all didn't get to the slides, but I think that is missing in all of your presentation. It's important. You should consider the fact that you may not have so much time, and that's why it will be referred to as an elevator pitch. I would have looked for a way to infuse what I am looking for before my time is up, because that's why I'm here. So what are you looking for? We don't know that about any of you. So even if it's on your last slide, then it's a mistake. You should have tried to bring it in. Once you introduce your business, tell us what that is, and then go back and tell us other things that you're telling us about. But if any of us was asked, how much is the shed plug looking for? I don't know. How much is Menas looking for? No idea. How much are you looking for? I don't know. Season. No idea.
Okay, so thank you very much. Can we put our hands together for them?
Wow, that was wonderful. That was wonderful. I know that this has taken a little while, but please, I really we are paying attention. So without further ado, we'll be moving on to the final and the next and final speaker for today, and that is the person of Mr. Peter Obaseki. And I'll be reading his bio before he comes up. Sorry. So Mr. Peter Obaseki is the former COO of FCMB Group PLC Chairman, Edo State MSME Advisory Board. Mr. Obaseki holds a BSc and MSc in Computer Science, as well as an MBA in Finance from the University of Lagos. He has over 24 years working experience, cutting across financial consulting and banking. Mr. Obaseki commenced his working career with KPMG, Ani, Ogunde and Co., and worked at a number of banks before joining First City Monument Bank PLC in 1997. He was appointed an executive director of FCMB in September 2008. He also served as a managing director stroke CEO of FinBank PLC. He was an executive director stroke chief operating officer of FCMB Group PLC until his retirement in 2021. Mr. Obaseki is a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Bankers and has attended Columbia Business School, New York Leadership Program. He has served on the board of FITC and is a council member of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria. Please, with a round of applause, welcome on stage Mr. Peter Obaseki to take us on the final talk for E.B.L 5.0.
Thank you very much. Please be seated. Thank you. I must start by saying that I am so impressed with the atmosphere here. The atmosphere is world class. and very sharp contrast to what you see outside that give us a lot of concern. Therefore, this atmosphere raises a lot of hope. I'm very pleased to be here. Thank you so much. And listening to the speakers before me, I think it's time well spent. I have picked a lot of nuggets and I have benefited. So I'm sure you too must have benefited. My speech, I'll try to be brief. And I will want to summarize, because that is the question I heard given to other people in one word. What is my presentation about? I think in my own case, in 2 words, my presentation will be about, or in 2 sentences, personal effectiveness and the need for you to be aware of the macroeconomic environment in which you operate. You don't need to be an expert or an economist to appreciate the macroeconomic environment that influences you on a daily basis and that you need to operate in successfully. But I take a step back. I believe that I'm on this invitation based on my chairmanship of Edo State's micro, small and medium scale enterprises. I would therefore like to take a few minutes, 1 or 2, to just talk about Edo State MSME program. It is an empowerment program targeted at those that are vulnerable and those that are at the bottom of the economic pyramid. What the scheme does is to give loans, micro loans, medium loans, and small loans to businesses. But the difference that we have brought to it under the current government is to ensure that all the 18 local governments benefit from the scheme. Before now, it used to be an urban thing. Unless you're in Benin or in the urban centers, you don't get to benefit. But for the first time, all the 18 local government benefits. It is focused 60% on the female gender, because we believe that they are the most vulnerable, and at times also the most enterprising at the micro level. And of course, their credit history is also very good. So it's 60% to female, 40% to male, and also a special focus on persons living with disabilities. Those are all part of the beneficiaries of the scheme. The last round, so far over 12,000 people have benefited, but under the current scheme, I think about 1,631 people have benefited, and the scheme is continuing. In terms of business segments, I think what has happened here simply validates what we are doing, which means a lot of the business segments, fashion is very big, hospitality, especially catering, is very big. But one other big theme that I didn't hear today is the agriculture value chain. And I hope that members here, students here, are interested in agriculture. I think the presentation or the pitch on meat, the big meat pitch, is a bit on agriculture in terms of livestock. But other than that, I didn't see presentation on agriculture, and I think you should take that up, understand the agricultural value chain, and be able to prepare business pitches on agriculture. In terms of partners, financial institutions are partners, fund providers are partners, then we also have training partners, and if everything fails, you have debt recovery partners. What are the challenges? Challenges are mainly around collections and also situations where people that are honest and able to pay, they pay promptly, others don't pay. And because you can't revolve the money because of lack of payment, those that pay now look like you are starving them, because the scheme should be revolving. People come to rely on it as a steady source of working capital. So we don't want a break, and we want prompt repayments so that people can keep up benefiting and the wheel of the economy can keep on growing. I think in terms of impact assessments, that woman frying akara that probably needs 200,000. Under this scheme, you see that they are able to enhance capacity. They probably move from using firewood to using gas-fired processes. Therefore, improving the cleanliness, improving their own health, and the rest of them. Some of them are able to set up new branches, employ new people. So impact assessment is more about capacity building, also about employing more people, and again, it also just beginning to understand how to keep basic records and be able to move to the next level of approaching banks for formal loans. So in a nutshell, that is the scheme. Now moving on to the theme of this presentation, because I can see that the theme is employability, business, and leadership. And so we should talk a bit about employment. If you just go, and Google what is the unemployment rate in Nigeria, it's available. You can do that for yourself. It's about 33% unemployment, which is a major issue. But if you take a step back and then go to unemployment amongst youths, it's about 45%. And that again is a very big problem. But we're also dealing with underemployment, which means you are overqualified for what you are doing. But you are forced to accept it because there are no options. When we say forced, what we are talking about is economic force, not physical force. So we are dealing with that, and then dealing with related to employment. I would just like to talk about two themes: intrinsic and extrinsic factors of employment. You know, you should enjoy your job. In fact, you should pay your employer for giving you a job. When you begin to enjoy it, and it begins to give you, a sense of self-worth. And that is then what they call the intrinsic aspect of the job. When I took up my first job after graduating, I will tell you this, I will bore you with this lesson. As a computer science graduate, I thought what we'll be doing will be programming and doing very exciting stuff. I found myself in a job where they put a lot of us in a room, and there was a clock. Closing time was 5 o'clock. Most of the time I was looking at that clock because it was boring. But down the line, somebody came in and gave me an assignment. And that assignment was to automate a process and be able to cut off manual data entry on a platform called RPG, Report Program Generator, if I recall. To leave the office, I was no more going through the main door. I was now going through the side door because the office has formally closed. And I learned some Hausa because the gate man was an Hausa chap. So on my way out, I would say Sonjuma. I don't know who knows how to speak Hausa, which is goodbye. That is what is called engagement. When you get a job that engages you, you stop looking at the time. And then all your mind, even weekends. And when you are in that level, you are enjoying the intrinsic part of the job. The extrinsic is when you are talking about your pay, you are talking about your perks, you are talking about your prestige. And so on a good job, you need a very healthy balance of the intrinsic and the extrinsic. And then when you have people that don't have the intrinsic, even if you keep on increasing their salary, they will not be committed. So follow your passion, build the intrinsic value of the job, and always do your best. The masters of art, those who made all those great Benin artwork, they didn't know the price. They were just immersed on the job and trying to do their very, very best. Next slide. So now the second thing I will just talk about very briefly is some of you will leave, will graduate and become employed, like I did. Others will become entrepreneurs, like the 5 people that came to pitch. Some of them are already in business, even as students. Today I'm hearing about student entrepreneurs, which is very commendable. So you begin to prepare yourself for a life of working as an employee under an established company, or a life of being an entrepreneur. That has to be a very deliberate choice. Looking at your strengths, looking at your passions, and then looking at what you want. In most cases, anytime you hear about 2, ask about the hybrid. There are people that start as employees and then they migrate and become entrepreneurs because they use employeeship to set up some capital and then move into entrepreneurship. But be very deliberate. Next slide, please. Now, in terms of personal effectiveness, I will just talk about a few concepts, and I don't know how many of you are learning mindfulness, learning to be present. While in school, they will ask you, are you present? You will say present. But to be present is mental, which means mentally you are alert, you are rapt in attention. That is what it means to be present. So when they talk, that's in general the meaning of mindfulness. But mindfulness, you can take it in 2 parts. Awareness and then focus. Yeah. Many people are aware, but they are not focused. They know that this is a very good business opportunity, but they don't focus on it. So I'll just stop there. Then they also talk about selflessness. You can be selfless. You're always very helpful. You do things for other people and the rest of them, but you must be confident. If you are selfless and not confident, then you can be seen as a pushover. You then become a yes person. So selflessness with confidence. Then finally, compassion must be balanced with wisdom. So for an entrepreneur, you may want to sack your staff in order to improve performance. If you are very compassionate, you will say there is no need to sack. But if you inject wisdom, you will know that once the business survives, then other people can be employed. So you need compassion and wisdom. Then, how many people have read The 7 Habits of Effective People by Stephen Covey? I think I don't want to talk about that. Just go and read it and learn about what is urgent and what is necessary and the 4 quadrants. Next, please. Now, we talked about pitches, and then if you're in business, you must distinguish between your capital or equity of the shareholders and borrowed money, which is debt. So learn the concept of debt and equity. Next, I'm running fast now. Parts. I was very impressed during the pitch. One of the judges said that nobody asked for the amount. How much do you need? So parts can be a framework for you. The P there means what is the purpose of your business, or what is the purpose of the loan. The A is saying what is the amount. You must be clear on the purpose. You must be clear on the amount. How would you repay? How would you generate your repayment? Then you are talking about what is the margin in the business and the rest of them. Then the T, what are the terms? What interest rate are they charging you? Is it free? When will you return the money? That is the T. Then S, for most people, will just be what is the security? Are you securing the loan? Is it free? And the rest of them. So think parts as much as possible when you are thinking about your debt. Then some of these concepts I will run through, but please let me run through. Now, innovation, because it is part of your team. No country, nobody progresses without innovation. You must read a bit and learn to be innovative. Now, there are many components of innovation. I'll just talk about two. Ideation. How do you generate your ideas? What's the process? Somebody was talking about interacting with a governor, learning to read a lot about that state, what they're up to and the rest of them, then generated 12 ideas, out of which 2 were picked. That's ideation. The other point will be immersion. Some of you can swim. You go into a pool, you immerse yourself. So if you are going into any business, you must immerse yourself and understand that business from the beginning to the end. That's immersion. In investments is when people believe on your idea, then they invest in it. An investment can be foreign. Foreign companies can come into the environment to invest. Then you must understand imports. If you go to most of the retail outlets, 75% of the items were imported. What are you doing? You should be helping to fill up the shelves. Then you also must understand exports. Everybody knows that Nigeria exports crude oil. Crude, we export crude. What else are we exporting? Some bit of cocoa. What else can we export? And I think you should be thinking of what you can export, what you can innovate on, get investment into, and export. Then, of course, I've talked about products. If you go to Jara, if you go to Market Square, I don't know the one you have in the university environment here, you should have products that have been packaged, and then you beat your chest and say, that's my product. Right? So think products and think packaging. You don't need to be the farmer, you can package and the rest of them. Then you must understand the exchange rates, because that is the price of other currencies. How much naira do you need to pay in order to have Ghanaian cedi, in order to have the United States dollar and the rest of them? You must understand it, because you're either exporting or importing or doing some other things. You must understand those things without being an economist as part of your general. Interest rate, which is the price of the local money. The price of the foreign money is exchange rate. The price of the local money is interest rate. Now, this is the last slide. So, what are we talking about? People came in to pitch. That means they have some objective. The next thing for them to do is to control the outcome. So, how do you control outcomes? If you set out certain objectives, then you don't leave things to chances. You control the outcomes. Then if I ask you a question, what impossible thing have you ever done? Can anybody answer that question? What near impossible thing have you ever done? And then how many times have you put yourself in uncomfortable zone, and then you come out and say, Eureka, I've done something great, I'm proud of myself. Finally, we know that we have an advantage in this country because the youth demographic is over 60%. How are we leveraging it? We can leverage it when you become more personally effective and when you contribute to output through GDP. Thank you very much for your time.
Please, a round of applause one more time.
Okay, do we have questions? We can take like 2 questions. Anybody has questions or would like to ask Mr. Peter Obaseki?
Questions. Okay.
At this point, we'd like to have the JCIN.
In the absence of any question, we'll be inviting the JCI local organization presidents to come give Mr. Obaseki his award. Please, a round of applause as he comes up on the stage.
Please, can I have the presence of JCI Asaba President, JCIN Ambassador Uti Inyang. May I also indulge the presence of the National President, JCIN Ambassador Abdullahi Bala Athairu. Also, President of JCI Wari, JCIN Ambassador Edesiri Ekokota. Sir, thank you. So on behalf of Junior Chamber International Nigeria, the University of Benin, we present this award of gratitude presented to you, Mr. Peter Obaseki, Chairman, Edo State MSME Advisory Board, for your immense contributions towards the success of E.B.L 5.0. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, President Sheyi. So, up next, we have an entertainer. Actually, entertainers in our midst. But then I was thinking, no, sir, can you dance? I would like for us to move our body, but I know that sometimes you can be a little bit shy. So, we'll take the lead. I want Dosa to dance. DJ, give us something. Let's vibe. Who is leading? Who is leading? Who is leading? Who won? Thank you, DJ. Who is the winner? Call the name. Who is the winner? Thank you. Okay, so at this point, we want to call the proper entertainers. That's Dance Family. So let's give it up for Dance Family as they come on stage. If I tell you that I can beat those guys, will you believe me? But it's okay. I'm not going to try to prove myself. Up next. Okay.
Okay, so what do all these departments do? At Edo Innovate, we get to train people in tech-based talents. We have trainings, for example, in data analysis with Python and SQL. We have training in Excel. We have training in digital literacy. We have trainings also in cloud computing. Now, beyond just trainings too, we are also tasked with supporting startups within Edo State. Now, how many of us have heard about the Edo Tech Conference last year? Fantastic. So we are also having the Edo Tech Conference this year also. Now, within the Edo Tech Conference, you see the business speech you just did right now. We are also going to be doing business speech and hackathons. So when you get to hear about the Edo Tech Conference, please note that we'll be having business speeches and we are also going to be having the hackathon. Now, we ensure that to ensure that everyone within the JCI community, right, gets upskilled and gets placed with a job, we have partnered with JCI to ensure that these 5 people who have presented their business ideas here will be going through an incubation and acceleration program all free. Now also, people within the JCI members are also opportune to get skilled too in any tech talent of their choice. Now all the tech programs that we have at Edo Jobs are free and at this point open to you. So as long as you are a JCI member, you can simply just register and you get attendance. Now also, what we will try also and ensure is that those JCI members who are already skilled in a specific tech area, we would also try and ensure that we place them in jobs and internships. So how do you get access to these things? You can simply go to edoinnovate.com and then you can click on the join our community. It takes you to our Telegram group where you can very simply join the Telegram group and get updated information. Also, if you can join the Edo Innovate Telegram group, you can simply also come to Edo Innovate and Edo Innovation Hub. Now, where's Edo Innovation Hub? It's at 59 ICE Road in the city. So please make yourself available and then get use of the opportunities. Thank you.
So the collaborative strategies actually contribute a whopping 45% of the GDP worldwide. And we know world-class economies like the US, Russia, China, and even South Korea. These world economies are hinged upon collaborative strategies between governments and corporate leaders. So we're here this wonderful afternoon to talk about driving collaborative strategies between governments and corporate leaders. And we have a wonderful lineup of speakers. So without further ado, I'm going to be calling them up. But firstly, I'm going to read their bio. So please stay with me. It's going to be very brief because we don't have much time again. So the first person is the Ruth Samie Apia Idowu is the CEO of Loyalty Ventures Nigeria Limited, one of the major partners of Boa Sugar. She's a graduate of computer science and management from the University of Ghana and currently serves as a partner and COO of Singlestone Nigeria Limited, an industrial weighing engineering company. Please, with a resounding applause, put your hands together as we welcome Ms. Idowu Samie Apia. Please keep clapping as she comes forward. You all can do better than that. Please put your hands together for her. Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am. Moving on, we have Honorable Chris Nkare. He is the immediate former Commissioner of Communication and Orientation in Edo State. And before he graduated from the University of Buckingham, England, with accounting and financial management degree. He served previously as the State Publicity Secretary of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in Edo State. As a spokesman for PDP, his gentle, sagacity, and style of engagement on issue helped the building of a political party that can be trusted and formidable. Nkare also gathered experience in the private sector, where he rose to become the CEO of Cornodin and Company Limited, a company involved in manufacturing, farming, as well as estate development and management. He is an associate member of Nigeria Institute of Management as well as a member of Manufacturers Association of Nigeria. With a wonderful applause, let's put our hands together as we welcome the representative of Honorable Chris Nkare. I'm really glad to have Cecilia here in the midst of wonderful intellectuals. So, without further ado, the very first question goes, okay, what of you? Sorry, he is the current commissioner. So, sir, communication plays a vital role in fostering understanding and cooperation between stakeholders. You would agree? How do you believe effective communication can bridge the gap between government policies and private sector interests in our pursuit for economic growth?
That is indispensable, because when you talk about communication, especially in this era when you have people who we could maybe describe as social media bandits, there are a lot of unverified information there in the public space. So for you to talk about communication, you have to be definite to say, are this communication or what you are getting, is the source verifiable, are they the authentic sources and all that. So when you come to that you have verifiable information and coming from the right source. It's indispensable when you talk about having to have some kind of what would I would want to describe as a synergy for you to effectively tap into the resources of the populace or the government as it is to better the lives of the people. So communication is what you cannot actually do without.
Indeed, sir. Indeed. Communication is something that we cannot do without. Marcus, this question is for you now. Okay. How did your position and role as a member of JCI influence and aid your current collaborative skill set in the workforce today?
Thank you so much. Thank you, President Sheyi and UNIBEN for having me here. Good afternoon.
You can do better. Together.
I always keep saying that I don't know whether I should put it in these words that JCI made me, I last year, thanks to President CJ, I told UNIBEN students of E.B.L 4.0 how I entered Nigeria. So JCI has played a major role in my life. Now, I've learned a lot of things from JCI and its diversity. We have people from different regions in Ghana, we say regions. So different regions and different states. Now, going back to my workplace, I learned something, and I'll give you an example. With no offense, I've seen that the Yorubas are very respectful in the way they talk, in the way everything, please. And I have some couple of Igbos that also come to the office and, very, when they are talking to you, very, outstanding and say, hey, yes, it's okay, yes, And I had to work with the two of them. First, I was feeling so when somebody comes and meets me and says, oh, man, how are you doing? And how, and the other person is talking so straightforward to me, I'm like, this one doesn't respect, this respect. But I learned all that in JCI because we have different people in JCI and how we manage them, even in leadership position. In our small director of whatever and director of this in our local chapter, there's a lot of things we learn. And then manage as a vice president of JCI Ikeja now, I manage about 8 directors with different backgrounds, with different characters, and with different ideologies. I take that experience to the workplace because now I know that there are so many people who listen to people, share ideas, let them give you their own ideas, and it's working for me. Let me say this last thing. For a very long time, I've been writing bank instruction. So I sent bank instruction to a bank. I write it anyhow, and I said, my money is in your bank. I will transfer that money and put it in another bank. Simple. Then I sent it to one of my, unfortunately for me, I sent it to one of my mentors. She said, she had to send a voice note that, Madam, next time don't send this kind of things to me again. This is not how to write a professional. I felt so ashamed. I just said, well noted, and put my head on the table. So I've learned a lot of things from and still learning a lot of things from JCI, which is affecting my work, my workspace, and I think you should do the same.
Thank you very, very much, Ma. Thank you. And just to sound something the national president said, he was like, you see a need and you take the lead. Yeah, that just really applies so much in the whole collaboration and everything. So, Max, okay, this is a general question, but we'll start from you. What key experiences or insights have influenced your belief in the power of collaboration between the governments and corporate leaders to boost our economy and empower the workforce?
Okay, so I'll give you a typical example of a company. So forgive me, I've lived 20-something years of my life in Ghana. So my experiences are basically in Ghana more than Nigeria. So I know a company called Zoom Lion in Ghana. Now, this man was walking in the streets of Accra and realized that Accra is Dixon. Now, Accra is the capital town of Ghana, and he realized that the country is too dirty for a capital. So what did he do? He mobilized people with brooms to be sweeping the streets of Accra, and then gave people employment. The government saw it, said, wow, this is a good initiative. And then they brought all these big trucks. It's helped him with more equipment, let me put it that way, for him to expand. Have you seen the magic that just happened? The two of them have come together to create employment for a lot of people. Now, people get as early as 5 a.m. sweeping the streets of Accra. Now, we have people that were jobless before, and they are now having something to do. I mean, there was a documentary that Zoom Lion made. Somebody said, now they call me in family meetings because I can afford family contribution. Then they used not to call me, you know. So we're forcefully saying it. And this is the power when private sector and government come together to work together. Now, I'm sure a lot of this is happening in Nigeria as well. What are the ways they do it? Sometimes private sectors come in to build roads and all. That's why you see toll. Then in exchange, they can say, I'm taking toll on this road for 5 years, for 3 years. In Ghana, there's another hostel showing the university where I went to, University of Ghana, one of the best universities in Africa, And, you know, some individuals, private individuals, realize that we don't have enough hostels. So do you know what they did? They built a whole, in fact, magnificent hostels. The government gave it to them for 10 years. Now, that 10 years, they are supposed to collect hostel fee and all that. After 10 years, it becomes for the government. So these are the things that government and private sectors can come together, work together, and then to boost the economy. Thank you very much.
Great, actually. That was a really proactive idea on his part. Thank you. So please, your take on it as well. Key experiences or insights that have influenced your belief in the power of collaboration.
The truth is that in today's changing world, when you talk about the economic landscape, the issue of having to strategize or synergy between government and business leaders, we cannot just wish it away. Gone are those days when you think government would employ everybody and do everything for everybody. For this present government, like somebody came from a dojo to talk about so many things that the government is doing, that if you are into the creative arts, like you have the dancers that came, you go to Star Victor Waifu Creative Hub, there are opportunities for you there. When you want to learn skills, you go to Edo Innovate, and there is yet a very big one, the Decagon. Even after you graduate from the university, you could take your NYSC discharge certificate and things like that. They will train you, and that would be the mortgage for you. And before you are done, jobs are secured for you, and so many things like that will happen. But for those 5 persons that came up, one thing I want to quickly say as a government is that the government of Governor Obaseki runs on data. So if you are a business and you are not registered, forget it. Even to so many
taking notes, please.
Agencies like Tony Lumelu and the rest, if you say you are a business and you are not registered, forget whatever ideas that you have. Because these days, you cannot just treat people on their face value. If you are a business, then get registered. If you are confident and you know what you are going to offer, you come up in plain terms and let know. Other things could be discussed, like the issue of tax waivers or tax holidays. For instance, you say you are new into the business, and for this you may not be able to pay tax and all that. And the issue of the financing, the Bank of Industry (BOI) in collaboration with the state government, they came up with the first 2 billion tranche for not as grants but as loans, and special focus like Mr. Peter Obaseki told us on those who are physically challenged and even those who are domiciled in the production hub on Sample Road and all that. So the government is also looking at a way where that will also be increased to 10 billion naira. So talking about the fidelity of these persons, how they are able to utilize it and pay back, that will also continue to sustain the program.
Thank you very, very much, sir. The next question is for you as well. With your extensive experience in the business world and supply chain management for big brands, how do you see the role of the private sector in complementing government efforts to create economic opportunities and empower the workforce?
I think I've just answered this question earlier, but I'm still learning. You said you're very experienced. No. I'm still coming out. Private sector. Now I'll give an example. In my introduction, you said CEO of Lorry Ventures, supplier of Boa Sugar. Now, do you know that between Monday and then Friday, there was increase of
Thank you very much. So our time is fast spent. We're going to be taking questions from the audience now. Is there anybody who has questions for our one? Just 2 questions, please. We don't have time anymore. Anybody? Oh, okay. Please.
So
Thank you so. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much, ma. In light of no questions, okay, yes. In light of no questions, we're going to be bringing this panel session to a close, and I want to leave you with this closing remark for.
Closing remark from this unknown speaker. It says, teamwork makes the dream work. So we've gotten a lot of value from our panelists this afternoon. Initiative, pricing, policies. There's so much that we as young innovators can do. So take the lead. You see the need, take the lead, and just be wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that wonderful panel session. Did you learn a lot, guys? Thank you. So quickly, we are going to be awarding the distinguished panelists, and we'll be calling on once more our local organization president in the person of Sheyi Odebode to come award the distinguished panelists for their help and efforts in bringing employability, business, and leadership masterclass 5.0 to a success. It's a round of applause for him. Right, we because we have press time. Please join me welcome JCI Unibe's president, JCI Ambassador Austin Egare. Also join me welcome the National Director for RISE and JCI Nigeria, JCI Ambassador Blessing Esson. And please, may I indulge Mr. Peter Obaseki to also join me on board here. National President, JCI Ambassador Abdullahi Adairu. And JCI Senator Adekola Adekola. But it's quite a so this is Right, sorry, before we take our leave from this platform, can I have the Executive Vice President, the Vice President Administration, General Legal Counsel, the Coordination Treasurer, Vice President Project, and the Coordination Secretary here? So we can have the speech. Thank you. Right, President, JCIN Ambassador, Yang, JCI Saba, please go. Middle Past President, JCI UNIBEN, Councilor Kajetan, please go. And JCI Ambassador, Edesiri Ekubota, JCI Saba, sorry, worry, please go. Moments like this comes once in a lifetime, and so let's seize them when we have them. Please a round of applause for them as they go back to their seats. Thank you all so much for making E.B.L 5.0 such a success. Now we are drawing ever closer to the end of this wonderful event. But we have something important to do, something that you all have been waiting for. Now please, with a clap innovation, let's make welcome the person of Destiny Pascal Wedwiki, the Vice President Project, to announce the winners of the pitch session and to give the final vote of thanks. Is a clap, round of applause for him as he comes on stage.
Thank you very much. Thank you once again for staying to this time. It's not been easy, and like Esther was saying, the journey for this business speech has been crazy. But we had to make sure that we did the business speech. It has been crazy, like I said. Special thanks to Edo Innovates for the Business Accelerator and Incubator Program, which all three winners of the business speech will be participating in. And after going through the incubator program, they will be taken straight to the finals of the business speech competition holding at Edo Innovates later this year, Edo Innovates Tech Conference this year. And also special thanks to Mr. Peter Obaseki, the chairman of the Edo State Government MSME Advisory Board. He has been immensely helpful to us. Okay, good news just arrived. Somebody say, yeah. Okay, so this is not one of those business speeches where they will tell you, they will give you money, and after like 3 months is when you are seeing the money. As we were here, as the business speech was happening and the winners were being taken, the money was being sent straight for the winners. And good news, we are having not just 100,000 naira like we initially planned from Mr. Peter Obaseki, but JCI Senator Adetola Akinola will be adding an extra 50,000 naira to the winner of the business speech. And also we'll be having the first runner-up will be going home with 50,000 naira. So the winner will be going home with 150,000 naira. The first runner-up will be going home with 50,000 naira. While the second runner-up would, all three of them, the winner, first runner-up, and second runner-up, would all be part of the Edo Innovate Incubator and Accelerator Program, and will be opportune to pitch their businesses at the Edo Tech Conference happening this year with bigger grand prizes. Last year the grand prize was over 3 million naira per person for each winner, so they will have the access to pitch straight at the finals. Thank you. Please clap again. Please clap. So, dun. Can you give me drum roll, DJ? Do you have drum roll? Give it to me. Okay. In third place, we collated these results from all 4 judges, and please, all 5 finalists, please be assured from Joshua Chibueze. He said his email will be sent to you, and you can be able to reach out directly to him to get information and get advice on how you can improve your business, make it stand better. Thank you very much. So, for the third position, please, ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause to the shirt plug. Please put your hands together. The shirt plug. Please come up. The shirt for the third position. Please give a round of applause for him. This means a lot. Besides just the money, the fact that he has to go through the Incubator and Accelerator program, it's a lot. Please. The Incubator and Accelerator program is specifically for winners of the last EduTech conference business speech. And he will be part of those people that will be participating in it. So it's not easy. Please, a round of applause. Then the first runner-up who will be going home with a sum of 50,000 naira. Please make welcome G Royal. Please, a round of applause, a round of applause, a round of applause, a round of applause. G Royal Couture. Please clap for her as she comes up. Clap, 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 clap. It's not easy to come up. It's not easy to see how she's repping her brand. She had to fully rep the brand before coming up. He had to fully rep his brand. It's not easy. And it's not easy because these people have been through a lot from the very onset when we had over 100 persons down to the final 5 finalists. So it's not easy. And now for the moment we've all been waiting for, to know who our winner is. The person going with the sum of 150,000 naira. This will not be way to send it to you. You are going to get your money. Please make welcome Top Meat. Please, your hand of applause, a round of applause, a round of applause, a round of applause. Please come up here. Yes. Okay. Please help me with a round of applause. Please welcome to the stage Mr. Peter Obaseki, the chairman of the Edo State Government MSME Advisory Board, TI Senator Adetola Akinola, to help me present the prize to the winners. And the national president and the local organization president, please let's make welcome all 4 of them. The national president, JCIN Ambassador Abdullahi Bala Atayiru, and the JCI Nigeria University of Benin local organization president, Oluwaseyi Lucky Odebode.
Thank you. Please, may I also indulge the presence of the commissioner, ably represented here also here. Thank you very much. Honorable Commissioner of Communications. Earlier, while we saw Honorable Destiny Enabulele outside, he told me that the lady who talked about that agro stuff, that I should schedule a meeting, that is interested. Sadly, she's actually here again. And agro business, yes. And it turns out that she would win this. So I want you to know that the Honorable Commissioner representing Ovia Southwest has requested to see you because he's keenly interested in your business. I want to make it happen.
No, these are the reasons why we do this. These are the reasons. Beyond just the money, the exposure you get. It's not easy. So please, we'll be handing the mic all over to Mr. Peter Obaseki.
Firstly, let me congratulate everybody here. Let's have a round of applause for ourselves. I am very sure that you are going to step up on this same journey, using this as a touch point. For now, join me to celebrate and recognize and give the Winners Award to Top Meats. Okay? In the sum certain of 150,000 naira, herewith presented. Congratulations. Would you want to make, how do you feel now? Would you want to share your feeling? Share the moment.
I feel very great. Thank you very much, JCIN, University of Benin, for this opportunity. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, so in another year, we'll be coming to see how you are executing and to come and see the stride you are making. Would you then sell some shares of the company to me?
Maybe.
If the price is right. All the best on the journey. Thank you very much.
Okay, we'll be calling on the national president to present the award also to the the first runner up as well. Thank you very much.
Yes, so on behalf of JCI Nigeria University of Benin, I hereby present this award of 50,000 naira to G Royal Hotel.
How do you feel?
Okay. When the whole competition started, I wasn't expecting this because we were a lot. Then when we got to 9 participants, I was like, okay, I can do this. Let me continue. And so I'm really, really grateful to JCI. I'm really grateful to everyone that the opportunity. I've said it from the beginning that even if I don't win this, the opportunity to network with a lot of known persons is a lot already. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please, a round of applause as they go back to their seats. Thank you very, very much. And now we'll be rounding up this event. But before we do that, we have to give a vote of thanks. Please, you can go back to your seats. Thank you very much. This event has been amazing. Sorry, I have to take my time to actually give this vote of thanks. It has not been easy. From the pre-E.B.L series, which we had the employability course, we had the mini business school, and we had the leadership course. We had it in partnership with different persons. A special shout out to Visus Technologies who helped us, who partnered with us for the event, for the employability course and for this event. Also to Mindship Consultancy, who took us on the mini business school, partnered with us for that. And also a special shout out to the National Rights Director, JCIN Ambassador Blessing Esson. It has not been easy. I would call this woman by 12:30 a.m. We'll be on the phone till 2 a.m. and she'll still be talking, trying to find out how we can make this event a success. A special shout out to JCIN Ambassador Ruth Idowu. Thank you very much, sir. Thank JCIN Ambassador Uti Iyang. Thank you, sir. Mr. Peter Obasaki, all our special guests, the national president. Indeed grateful. The local organization president were grateful. The executive vice president, who was running around, he could not even go to classes anymore. He was sleeping at the dean's office from 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. It became his second classroom. Thank you very much, executive vice president, for all you did for this event. We thank you, local organization presidents. Please, I would want all the E.B.L volunteers, please come up on stage. Okay, please, before the E.B.L volunteers come up, please hold on. We would need to call up the national president, JCIN Ambassador Abdullahi Atayi Rubala, for his award, and doing that will be the local organization president.
Thank you very much, Destiny. All right, sir. This is a very important moment to especially honor the send man, the send ambassador, our national president. We want to say thank you so much, dear national president, for your support, for your immense love, You know, when I say the support can sometimes be overwhelming because you love us so much and we love you as well. And from JCIN Nigeria University of Benin, we want to appreciate you. Out of your behemoth schedule, you made it an engagement for us tonight and this evening. Thank you so much. So on behalf of JCIN Nigeria University of Benin, the Employability Business and Leadership Masterclass 5.0, we present this award of gratitude to JCIN Ambassador Abdullahi Bala Tairu, the JCI Nigeria President, for your immense contributions towards the success of E.B.L 5.0. In April, when we told the national president about E.B.L, he said, you know what, I'm coming. PA, book it, clear it out, I'm coming. Despite all odds, you are here. Thank you so much, sir.
Also, please, the vote of thanks is not over. There are some people I must mention. Yeah. There are some people that I must mention. One of them would be in absentia, Joshua Chiboeze. He was really instrumental. The sacrifices he paid not to be here, I cannot begin to tell you all these things. They are immense. Joshua Chiboeze was really grateful. In absentia, we say thank you very much, sir. We also thank Mr. Asemota Izodua. I will be texting him by 12 a.m. He will be replying. All the times I'll be at his office disturbing him. His phone, in fact, I'm sure by now he recognizes my number. Because I had two numbers. If he's not picking one, I'll use the other one to call him. He must pick up. So it was not easy, and I must appreciate Edo Innovates everyone. So please, I would like all the team leads and all the volunteers. The team leads, they have been superb. They have been wonderful. Please, all of you come up stage. Let's take our pictures, and we'll do the final wrap-up. Thank you, please. Everybody, all volunteers, please come up stage. Come up stage. Our E.B.L production manager, please come up stage. Adesu Asado. We have our media, technical, and host team lead, Chisom Robinson. Our publicity team lead, Ige Emmanuel. We have our deputy director of E.B.L, Mercy Williams Susato. Irene, who is always disturbing. We have so many persons. Please, I must specially appreciate somebody. Her name is Abigail Izevizwa. Please give me a round of applause for Abigail. Please, Abigail, please come up stage. I want you to look at Abigail. Please, it's very important. Please, Abigail is our celebrity designer. Please note it. Abigail is a celebrity. Anything you need designs for, Abigail will do it for you. She is always there. 2 a.m. Send her text. She will get the designs done. She has helped us immensely. Abigail, we are very grateful. And to all our excellent design team, Ibrahim Happiness Abiye, Prosper Peters, for the content team, everybody who has been wonderful. The entire team has been wonderful. You all have been wonderful. Thank you very much. I cannot remember everybody's name. My PA Maro Itelu, is Maro here, please? All our letters, our proposals, concept notes that we were sending out, letters to speakers, sponsors. Maro was always working on all of them. Osato Mercy Williams, Maro, please come up so that they will see you. You know that he's small but mighty. Maro, so we are grateful. Osato Mercy Williams, deputy director, please let her come up. Please, all participants, please remain. We are taking pictures after this. Yes, Osato Mercy Williams, she has been also very executive vice president. Sir, please come and join us. We cannot do this picture without you. Please come. Executive vice president has tried for us. You people will not understand. Thank you very much. Thank you. Please, we would like to call up the VP admin, the IPP, Sir Uti Iyang, the national president, Senator Adetola, and JCIN Ambassador Ruth Ido, Kelechi Ndieze, and our own honorable JCIN Councillor Elijah Ebule. Please join up as well. Thank you very much. We need to take this picture. It's very important for posterity's sake. This stage is wide enough. Please, pictures.